This is the St. Johns County Real Estate Auction Report brought to you by Vanta Quality Assets. You can find us at vantallc.com. Investors welcome. Now, let's go to court. And on the courthouse steps, you get some nice deals. Actually, we didn't get this one. We kind of stayed away from it, had some issues with the title, but apparently this person who got the property, which is 2620 South Screech Owl Avenue, interesting. Anyway, got it for just about $40 over what the reserve was, so that's pretty good. It's good bidding there on this part. Nobody else wanted it. Lots of pros there, lots of pros, including us. Okay, next property, 0065. Just want to show it to you. 0065. Coretta Circle, 120, and it's pretty nice property. Not much going on in the background there in the backyard, which is great. It did cancel, but I just wanted to show you that it will be coming up pretty soon as well. Now, the next property did not sell, went back to the bank. 0370. Let me show it to you. It's 31 Scrub J Drive. Okay, it is an attached home. You can do your research on it, but the banner, that is the reserve, was quite high. No one touched it. You could hear the crickets outside. Okay, CA 120429. This next one canceled, but I thought I'd show it to you anyway. Looks like an attached home, but it really isn't. It's really it's got a pretty nice wedged backyard in this, and if you look further west of here, nothing but trees, so pretty nice property. Anyway, it did cancel. I'm looking forward for it to come up again. Okay, 0765 was 1170 Lemonwood. That did not sell. Okay, banner was way too high. The reserve was ridiculous. But you know, for a house, it wasn't that bad. This one actually we bid on, but we let it go. This sold at 168. This was our max, 156, 280. Based on this estimate, sometimes we go a little lower. Actually, we're going a little lower, to tell you the truth, because of what's going on with the market. Not only the stock market, but also the housing market. Pretty interesting stuff, and we'll go over that later on. Anyway, it sold for 168. This is the actual place. Actually, no, this is it. Sorry, 1501 Tawny Marsh Court. Tawny Marsh Court. This is the house right here. Yeah, it's the corner house, if you will. Not bad, but still. Anyway, it's sold. Now, 1574 did not sell. Banner was too high for this, and you know, to add insult to injury, these people owed $222,954 to the bank. So that's not going to work. So next property, 2369. This is actually the last property. 138 Mohegan Road. Again, banner was a bit high, even though the plaintiff total was much higher. Okay, that's quite a bit to for a market value of $74,000. Is estimate of 123. Anyway, no one took it. We didn't even look at it, to tell you the truth. Not worth it. Anyway, that's all she wrote when it comes to the auction. And in other news, I told you what happens when this triangle, we're looking at a 5-year chart of the 30-year fixed right now, and this triangle has been breached right here. Right now we're at 4.02%, 30-year fixed, and it actually did breach, as you can see here. It breached the lower trend line of the triangle, or flag, or pennant, whatever you want to call it. And when it does that, the move will be severe. So it looks like it's going to be severe to the downside, possibly hitting, as I predicted, the 330, that's 3.30%, to possibly 3.38% on a 30-year fixed eventually. Why? Why should this be happening? Why is the Federal Reserve manipulating the interest rates again? Why? Because look at this. This is the housing index, the HGX. It's a 6-month chart. You know, it's pretty definite. Just from a 6-month chart perspective, it's pretty definite that this trend line was breached. Then this trend line was breached at 188. And of course, it was breached just a few days ago. And let's look at I like to look at the 3-year chart just to get a little more perspective. And yes, as I mentioned before, and I've been mentioning, the HGX could actually go down to the higher 160s to the 170 level and still be in a sideways channel. Boy, I gotta get that right. Anyway, so we're still okay. I believe we're going to be in a sideways channel. I don't think we are going to see a housing crash, although all the indicators right now are showing that there is a crash coming, but I don't believe it. However, we're looking at Toll Brothers here. It's a home builder, 5-year chart. This is a major trend line here. Major trend line at around 31, and it just reached it quite heavily, and although the volume is not that big, thought it would be bigger. You would think, you know, when you breach a trend line as such that goes back a few years. Anyway, Toll Brothers, it's either a trend line breach or a megaphone creation pattern, either or. We're going to see either down or up situation in just a few days. And in Bloomberg, we see here, Bloomberg says you don't need to be perfect to get a U.S. loan anymore. Really? You don't need to be perfect? You don't have to have perfect credit? No. But I can tell you one thing, this is telling you that loans are now getting cheaper and easier to get, which means eventually the housing index will be going up again. I believe it may be just about a week or so, but we'll see. Dr. Housing Bubble, I love this site. It says, when the euphoria in flipping slows down, Culver City's small home with large price tag sales volume continues to slow. Now, Culver City's in California, but they sell like $700,000 what they call crap shack. Funny, isn't it? But those are $700,000. You're looking at $700,000 properties that here will go for about. I wouldn't pay more than $15,000-$20,000 for a for an REO that looked like this in Florida. But that's another story. Anyway, that's what's going on today in the news. Again, let me see what's going on with the S&P 500. Oh, it is turning down. Look at that. That long, this is a 5-year chart? Yep. That long uptrend has been breached. New trend line should be drawn right about here. If it goes further down, we're looking at a possible mini crash, possible even major crash in the world stock markets. They're all following the same exact pattern. Check it out yourself. No matter what market you're in, what country you're in, they all follow the same pattern. Yes, it's a worldwide manipulated market. Hey, just want to let you know, next time you're at the auction, remember, bid well, no fear. And by the way, please take your hats off. It's court. I thank you.